It's time for today's AM Minnesota program 2026 Rice County Fair Talk. And here we go. Yep, Jerry remembered today.
Where the city meets the farm, the Great Rice County Fair. We'll see you there.
Did I remember, Peter? All on my own.
Did. I only got mad at you one time, and you remember every week now.
Louise would like to talk to you how I did something wrong just once, and you got me corrected. Usually, Louise, it takes a little longer to get me, what does she say? I'm slow, but trainable.
I know. I always tell my wife, no need to remind me every 6 months that I have to do something.
I'm not even going to comment. Well, we're going to stay out of trouble and talk about the Rice County Fair. What are we, about 20 days away?
22 days and 1 hour and 29 minutes.
And how many seconds?
No, we did not count that. But
I was just harassing you.
It's getting close. We actually this morning, we already hired some summer helpers. And this morning we went over the schedule. You know, we have a schedule that says 15 days before, 14 days, every day, because there's a lot of things that need to be done. Mm-hmm. Now, we're kind of experts on it because we've
been doing it a time or two.
But, and so fortunately we're a little bit ahead of schedule. And that is because last week, as some people may remember, we had a big remodel of the beer garden. And it is now renamed to the Stockyard.
Ooh, well, we better get Theresa Meyer in here. Theresa, I understand you helped a lot with that. And I must be important because I was going to stop by and just go snooping, but she showed me the video of it. Wow.
Yeah, thank you. It was a lot of work by a lot of people, and I think it turned out very nice. And part of the reason why we changed it from the beer garden to the Stockyard was to make it a little bit more family-friendly and a little bit more welcoming. There's a nice little patio out front with some sunshade, and we hope that people, during the day, as you're walking around with the kids, you need someplace a little bit cooler just to get out of the sun, sit down, take a little break, pop into the Stockyard and have a seat.
Describe the entryway with the Stockyard up over that top. That was really cool.
Yeah, so like I said, there's a big patio area. It's all cattle panel and brown cedar. And there's I think it's 14 feet high.
And garage doors.
Yep, a little peak, and there's some rough sawn wood with the live edge, and it says Stockyard in great big letters. There's actually a skull from one of our Scottish Highlanders hanging above it. And then there's 3 big patio doors or 3 big garage doors that go into the.
Let's call them patio doors.
Into the Stockyard. Yeah, they're roll up garage doors, but those will be open all the time. And then, like I said, there's sunshades so that, hopefully it's not going to get too hot in there, so people can go in and just sit down and relax. And we want families to go in too and take advantage of,
Now, this is the older part of what we used to call the beer garden, because the newer part, we always have our best of best Rice County Agriculture Hall of Fame. And the other side where it's all just open so the breeze can come through.
Yep. And I mean, that really wasn't changed very much. Just cleaned up a little bit.
That was fairly new.
New lights. We put new lights in and new fans everywhere.
New lights and new fans in throughout.
And why don't you explain... How's this for a segue? You ought to buy me a cup of coffee for this, Peter. How did we pay for the improvements to remodel the beer garden and turn it into a Stockyard? How's that for a segue, huh?
That is very good. So interesting. When we put this on Facebook, people said, so now the prices will go up to pay for this? No, you guys paid for it. So what we did last year, we did a 50-50 cash raffle. So we sold 400 tickets. We got $40,000, and $20,000 went back to prizes. So the first prize was $10,000, all the way to a whole bunch of $100.
Think about this. I'm not much of a gambler, but that's like a 50% payout.
That is a 50%. So you have 1 in 400 chance to win the $10,000, but 1 in 26 only to get a prize. Your $100 back, or $1,000 or
whatever.
$2,000. So the $20,000 we made out of that was used to remodel the stockyard. And it was so successful, and we sold so many tickets, and especially last minute people came up. So we're doing it again this year. There's a 50-50 cash raffle, and it is again slated to do building maintenance because
You haven't specified which one yet or what, but
no, we have no.
the list is long. The things
The list is very long. There's lots of improvements to be made to our fairgrounds, and
it may even be a new, well, not new, but new to us, forklift.
Oh.
Because our forklift tends to break down the week before the fair because we use it so much.
yeah.
But so this is the deal: if we don't make money or if we don't make as much as we plan, we still have to pay our electric bill, our water bill, our insurances. So what suffers is building maintenance. Now we've done quite a bit of building maintenance over the last couple of years. Theresa's son-in-law has been doing a lot of painting inside and out, some of the other barns as well. I think, as far as I know, there's only one or two more barns that we need to finish outside painting, and then we're kind of caught up. But there's still, we're putting in new fans in some of the barns, we're putting in new sound systems in the barns. So all this 50-50 cash raffle helps with that.
Just think about the improvements, the new bathrooms. What a huge improvement. That's been there, I guess, 3 years already. And then look at the new swine barn.
Absolutely, yeah. So the new swine barn, that was just before the time that I started, but they basically built a new barn over the old barn and then tore the old barn
Down.
out afterwards. And then the last 2 years also, there's all new pens being made. And as I said, the new sound system, we just put that in a couple of weeks ago. So, yeah, it's all little by little improvements.
And all those improvements help generate more revenue for the fair, too, being used other times other than just when the Rice County Fair is there. Or is it the Suffolk Show, the big state sheep show that comes into the Rice County Fairgrounds every year on
Yes.
the weekend?
The is that the bridal, or what's it called? Tack and bridal or not?
I don't know.
Yeah, so we do rent out. So first of all, the Stockyard, the Cannon River Room, and the Straight River Room, we rent those out. So next weekend we have another quinceañera. So then last weekend, just a couple of days ago, we had the Harley Davidson youth motorcycle races. So they rent the fairgrounds. And the Mexico Rodeo, they rent the fairgrounds. So all that revenue helps to pay for this $150,000 worth of mainly free entertainment that we have. Bands, jugglers, magicians, Hillbilly Bob, face painting,
all of
mini
the
golf.
bands that are
all the
playing,
bands,
the white
all the bands are
sidewalls.
free. Yep. So all that stuff. And this year we also have free safari shows in the grandstand. We have free antique tractor pool Saturday morning. Well, free for the audience, but we still have to pay for all that. So as I said, that's about $150,000. And interesting enough, we were just talking about this a few years ago. We thought there was a leak in the water system during the fair. But the water bill during the fair, just for the main bathrooms and the concessionaires, is $6,000.
Wow.
Just for the 1 month, and the electric bill goes up. I mean, we still have to pay that, but it's all part of the fun and there's so much fun going on.
But what's so cool about it is, unless you want to walk a little ways, a whole family can park a couple, 3, 4 blocks away, walk there, and there's tons of things you can do that don't cost any money, because we hear a lot of family budgets are really strained these days.
Yes, and unfortunately people, they say, well, why can't we do cheaper carnival rides? Well, as I was talking to Mike Featherston, I said, can't you open up an hour earlier? And he says, that means that I have 50 people, I have to pay an extra hour. And he says he has to look at his bottom line as well. It is very expensive to run a carnival with manpower, equipment, insurance.
Or women power.
Or women power, so person power. But that means that we already sell discounted wristband vouchers. So you can go to Fairway or Hy-Vee and buy them for $25 now. Typically,
Before the fair,
Before the fair. They're $30 during the fair. So, I mean, we try to do all kinds of discounts, but, we still have to cover our costs. Yeah.
The other cool thing is the partnerships. Like, look at what
Yes.
the Rice County Historical Society brings to the fair.
Yeah, absolutely.
All the activities and things that they have been basically on the fairgrounds. I'm not sure if they officially are, but for all practical purposes,
yeah,
they
we
are.
call ourselves cousins.
Yeah.
But talking about partnerships, we also do partnerships with businesses and organizations in town or in Rice County for that matter. So if they sponsor us either financially or with in-kind, we have things that we give back like grandstand tickets, parking tickets, banners. They can get a booth at the fair. So, and we heavily rely on that as well. So when we promoted, the stockyard last week, and I also did a speech at the Rotary, there were several organizations that said, yeah, let's give me a partnership form and we'll see if I can get you some more money or some more in-kind. Yeah.
Well, we better talk a little bit before we take the market break about why Theresa's here. Daycare Day or Kids Day again at the
Yep,
Rice County
so-
Fair?
Yep, so that is going to be on Thursday of the fair.
Isn't that Senior Citizens Day too?
That is, yes, we combined it this
Yeah.
year. Yes.
Yep. So we will have, there's be $25 wristbands all day for any child, as long as you buy them before 4 p.m. And those are unlimited rides until 9 p.m. There will be some food discounts and some food specials for kids. There will be a scavenger hunt like we did in the last couple of years, and there will be drawings for prizes. The Master Gardeners are doing another project this year, and I don't remember exactly what they said they were doing, but I know that it'll be
They know,
fun.
and it'll be pretty when they're done. too.
Yeah,
Yep,
it's also
yep.
they do a scavenger
Oh,
hunt,
for
the
the kids
4-H.
too.
So if you go to ricecountyfair.net, you can look at schedule by location or schedule by date and time. And all those,
It'll
the
all be
4-H
there.
and the Master Gardens, we added there as well.
Oh, perfect. And then we will have some readings with royalty. We've done that in the last couple of years, and that's been pretty well attended and fun. This year we'll have a book that's by a Minnesota author, and it's called, I meant to bring the book. Colleen Muskie is the author, and she was actually going to be here to read, but she took a different job, so she will not be here. But it's a cute story about a pony. So we'll have a couple different readings for that, and we will have all sorts of fun things for
Dance
kids to
party?
do. The dance party will be in the afternoon.
What's your definition of kids? Can Peter and I participate? We
Not
haven't grown up yet.
not kids at heart. No. I think we have not had a hard and fast age limit, but I would
And it
say,
hasn't been a problem,
No, 16 and under,
We won't exclude you. We found out with the carnival, they give free, what do you call it, rides?
Oh,
on the-
Ferris wheel rides.
Ferris
That's
wheel
how
rides.
they-
And for seniors. And how they define seniors is if you have wrinkles and gray hair, you can come in the Ferris wheel for free.
How about lack of hair?
There also will be specials for daycares, and if daycares sign up for tickets before the fair starts, they can do an extra hour of rides at the
Yeah,
Kitty
that's
Carnival.
special, yes. And they have all been invited, right? Oh, I think we sent out.
There
what,
should have been letters that
150 letters?
went out to all the daycares within Rice County. So, and that was part of the reason why we moved Daycare Day and Children's Day to Thursday instead of Friday, is because Friday lots of daycares have a smaller amount of kids.
Oh, yeah.
Families are going out of town or whatever the case may be. So.
And
Part of the
what's
reason
really
why I moved it
cool
to
is
Thursday.
There's something special about senior citizens interacting with
And kids, yes.
And kids enjoy interacting with senior citizens. So that
For
should be,
sure.
Yeah. You just see them both light up when they start talking.
Absolutely.
And I would think that a lot of the activities will be down then. How many years has it been since you moved all of the kiddie rides kind of down to the east side there? But that's turned out to be a great move. All the kiddie rides kind of in one area there.
Right. I remember last year somebody made a comment on Facebook, said, Well, there were no rides for the little kids, but so the little kiddie land has moved to the east side of the fairground, so between the grandstand and the historical society.
Yeah,
so
down by the learning garden.
Yeah, that is all the little rides. Yeah.
Right behind the master gardeners that are sitting there and have the beautiful garden. And
Yep.
boy, that is so nice. If you are parking on the fairgrounds, that kind of greets you.
Yeah, but
With all the
and don't
flowers.
forget also the DNR building, which is right next to the Master Gardeners, has been completely revamped. There's a new roof, new internal structure to shore up the old construction that was not conforming to current safety standards. So
And
new roof-
Theresa DeMars with the Rice County SWCD has been doing a lot of different ideas and programming to get people into the conservation building.
Yeah,
too. All
absolutely,
sorts
and it's
of
being
fun things.
painted as we speak by the county. They're doing the painting. By the way, the county also came in last week, and they're wrapping it up now. They have repainted the 4-H building completely because
Ooh.
paint was chipping off. And
It looks really nice.
and,
And it's amazing what a fresh coat of paint will do.
yeah,
Yep.
and by the archery building, the asphalt was all buckled up, and there was a tripping hazard. So a few weeks ago, they completely re-asphalted that whole area. So the county has been really helping out with a lot
In
of
addition,
stuff.
they give you like a certain sum every year too to help with the maintenance of all
Building
the
maintenance, yes,
buildings.
they do, and they also pay our the premium for the insurance because technically the county owns it.
Yeah.
We the Rice County Fair Board manages and maintains the buildings.
Yeah.
Now, if it is really out there, I mean, like a few years ago, we had a big tree that was falling, and it was like $20,000 to remove that tree, and then the county fortunately chipped in on that one because otherwise our whole maintenance budget
would
goes
be
away.
gone with just one issue. Well, if you can stand by, Peter, Theresa, we have to take a break for the markets. Then we'll continue with today's AM Minnesota program, the Rice County Fair Talk. But first, the market update sponsored by the KDHL Agro Boosters, including Craig Keller over there at the Keller Insurance Agency in Nearstrand. Of course, Craig helps protect all things important to you. Also, North End Buildings for quality post-frame construction. Find out more. Check out their website, northendbuildings.com.
Good morning. It's time for the market update on this Tuesday morning here on the Linder Farm Network. And joining us, Jim Emter, Van Awning Company, Alexandria. Well, Jim, today corn just near unchanged. Beans lower after the lower day yesterday. Your thoughts on how these markets look ahead of the USDA reports?
Yeah, Linda, a lot of marking time. I think your bull's going to be very careful until maybe he has a little fuel to trade into. One of the markets this morning that got a little fuel, and then we're going to just watch out of the corner of our eye, is the wheat market. Stats Can's out this morning, and all wheat was lower than expected on their expectation, and also spring wheat as well. So, again, when you look to the base of that and then a private sale this morning in the spring wheat market, maybe we can have the wheat start to try to lead us out of here. You know, we've got a hot oats market this morning, and maybe oats still know where corn can go, and we'll see where this all comes to fruition once USDA has had a chance to speak at 11 o'clock. But again, we're down here. The July corn market got to that 389 level yesterday, trying to hold around this $4 level this morning. We've got a bean market, again, that has been holding better premiums all along. We're not seeing China show up yet, so that's causing a little more sell pressure there. And when all the dust settles, Linda, we're going to be looking at pretty good weather conditions, some areas of southern Iowa that have missed rains, some heat around the market that is good for some, bad for others, and overall a pretty not too bad looking forecast for the most part, with rains kind of working through the northern plains at least this week. But the 8 to 14 day is showing a little drier trend. The heat looks to remain around, so that's going to be something that we have to watch. But bull just doesn't have a lot going for them right now, with a lot of the inflationary plays that are around the market, and Fed possibly going to increase interest rates. But again, this is where bottoms are made of. When nobody expects the market to rally, something surprises. Maybe it will be the USDA report. Maybe it won't, but I think we're getting close to some key support levels, Linda.
And what's moving livestock markets?
Yeah, a lot of back and forth, but I think the big thing here is, this lack of push through fund liquidation. I think it's all culminating in this live cattle market as well, feeder cattle market. This has been a market that stepped back up, got near contract highs and struggling with that area. So that shouldn't be a surprise. If the Packers can gain the upper hand, that'd be the kind of next shoe to fall to the bear side of things. But cash undertones remain strong at the moment, and that's allowing this market to at least hold in there and not break some major moving averages. Hogs, on the other hand, making a move today, up 135 off the August, 98.62.5. If we get above 100, Linda, we're going to have to pay attention here. Maybe, just maybe, we can call that a bottom and see what hogs can do to the upside. But
Jim Emter, Van Auning Company, Alexandria. And July corn is at 404 1/4, up 2 1/4. September up 1/4 cent. December down 1/4 cent. July beans 1104 1/4, down 4 1/2. August 1112 3/4, down 6 1/2. And November 1130 1/2, down 8 1/2. Live cattle, August up 10. August feeder cattle down 117. August lean hogs up 130. The Dow is up 120. This is a Linder Farm Network.
Hello, Mitch Bartle from Tri-County Stockyards, going live auctions weekly. There'll be no sale at Tri-County Stockyards July 1st and July 8th due to the 4th of July holiday. Starting July 17th, continuing the third Friday of every month, our special hog, goat, sheep, and all-class cattle sales starting at noon. Online viewing and bidding available through Scout USA and DD Auctions. See you at Tri-County Stockyards, where handshake is still a contract.
Wingert Land Services is busy this summer with upcoming auctions. On July 29th, they'll auction a 75-plus acre farm located in Walnut Lake Township, Faribault County. Then on July 30th, they'll auction a 163.5 acre farm and a 160 acre farm in Barber Township, Faribault County. You must be registered to attend. For more information on these auctions, visit wingertlandservices.com for details and registration. And July corn up 2 1/2. August beans down 7 1/4. That's our update.
The market update sponsored by the KDHL Agri Boosters, including Northern Buildings for quality post-frame construction. Find out more. Check out their website, northernbuildings.com. Also, Craig Keller over there at the Keller Insurance Agency in Nerstrand. Craig does help protect all things important to you. We will continue with today's AM Minnesota program right after these words from our sponsors.
AM Minnesota on the Mighty 920 KDHL.
Where the city meets the farm, the Great Rice County Fair. We'll see you there.
All right, Peter Van Sluis, Rice County Fair Manager. He even smiled when I played that jingle again. Theresa, anything else? We kind of abruptly interrupted the Daycare Day and Kids Day, and it's going to be Thursday at the Rice County Fair.
Thursday at the Rice County Fair. Not really. I just hope that everybody comes out. We are in the process of redoing our judging arena as well. And so that will have better lighting, more fans. So I hope that families will take advantage of that and stop in and just, watch part of a show and just kind of learn some things about the animals, support our 4-H clubs.
Talk to the 4-H kids, because especially they might be a little busy getting their animal ready for the show. But afterwards, they'd love to tell you about their projects.
Exactly. This year we also did ask the 4-H clubs. I don't know how well it will go, but we did ask the 4-H clubs to write down the names of their animals. Yeah. So I thought that was, a fun thing for the people, and also the breed of, there's lots of ducks, but what breed of duck is it?
And chickens and turkeys
Yep.
and goats and sheep.
Exactly.
There are tons of different breeds.
The rabbits especially. There's lots of different breeds of rabbits, and it's just kind of fun to know what you're looking at.
Yeah.
And in the children's barnyards, that's where the kids can interact more with the animals itself. There's a new game that they're putting together as we speak. It's the old water pumps,
Yep.
And then there's rubber duckies.
Oh, and then you can...
the duck race game.
Yeah, so if you pump harder than the person on the other side, your duck goes faster. So
and you win a prize or something, or bragging rights or something.
So all the barns, you can walk through, right?
And we should mention, too, it's part of what the fair is about. Theresa, you mentioned the animals and interacting with the animals. But if you do, there's washing stations scattered around. So before you grab something to eat from the Carnival, go to the BA food stand or the 4-H food stand, wash your hands. Or the pork stand. Better get the pork stand
Yep,
in.
100%.
Wash your hands first.
I think we have about 36 food stands this year. We increased it a little bit. But yeah, so there will be signs around the barns. There are some rules, like pacifiers, don't drop them on the ground and then give them back to the, and wash your hands and no food and drinks.
Now, some of us have been around livestock most of our life. Probably doesn't matter so much for us because we're probably
immune
to a lot of things. But, if you don't interact with animals all the time, might be some routine bacteria, something might make. So just wash your hands.
So all the barns are open. We have 8 barns, that including the horse barn, and you can go through that. And also, the 4-H and the horse clubs. They have specific schedules. They do demonstrations. They have judging, etc. And while last year they had it on their own website, this year we have all included. If you go to schedule by location or schedule by date and time, we have included all that stuff there on the schedule.
But that's kind of fun to see those kids all dressed up and decked out in Western or English on their horses. And
I remember this little girl. She must have been 8, 9 years old, and she had this big cow, and she was holding it in the holster. The cow kept walking away, and it dragged the girl with him.
Usually there's a dad or grandpa or somebody not too far away to make sure that there's something starting to get out of hand.
But I'm really impressed with this 4-H kids. Besides, doing all their animals and the shows and everything. If there's something to be done, like can you help clean up the infields real quick? They're all there and they all help out. They're just their education and the 4-H. They have specific rules and what do you call it? How to teach the kids to be responsible adults.
Yeah. And help out when you can if it's needed.
Yes.
We did partner with the University of Minnesota as well with some new biosecurity things. And I'm glad that you mentioned the washing the hands, Jerry, because we will be kind of trying to limit the flow of people on the south end of the barns, a general public. That will be more for the 4-H'ers and the movement of the animals.
Getting the animals in and getting feed in
Exactly.
And
so most of the barns, you'll get to the end of the barn. Instead of walking outside of the barn, you just kind of cut through the end of the barn.
And go back out
to go the other way. And so we will, I think, be hopefully adding another wash station, another more permanent running water wash station as well, hopefully up by the sheep barn. And that's all part of the biosecurity.
Yep. Just be safe. We got about 45 seconds left. Anything we haven't mentioned that we should, that maybe can't wait till next Tuesday, Peter?
Senior Volunteer of the Year.
Oh, that's
we
on
still
Thursday?
take applications. Go to ricecountyfair.net and just look at Fair Week, and there's all the information is there. Open class, people keep asking, well, how can I bring my best potato, my best rose, my best Lego project? Go to ricecountyfair.net, go to Fair Week, go to Open Class. All the sign-up forms are there.
Pretty self-explanatory. Yes. Thanks for coming in again, Peter.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
And Theresa, thanks for coming in. I saw the video, but I'm still going to snoop and see the stockyard in person.
Absolutely.
Here's natural.
There are 2 types of business owners, those who are busy and those who want to be busy. Toast is designed for both, with tools to keep you humming and help turn grind into growth. That's how you turn busy into business. Toast, built for busy.
Order for Jennifer C.
Is this my double shot, double cream, double froth, double pump, double whip, double sleeve?
Yeah. Can you handle that much caffeine?
Did you know Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Oh, really? That's great.
Seriously, did you know Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Yeah, you just said that.
Did you say I just said that?
Yeah, I'm cutting you off.
I can't have any more? Why not?
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.